Hello, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I'm Roadkill, and today we are going to be doing something a little bit different than we normally do. We're going to be flying a mission in this helicopter that was created by Miltech Simulations. It's the MH60, and you can buy a mission hub created by Miltech Simulations where you can access missions that they've created. There's search and rescue, firefighting, sub-tracking. I haven't done any of that yet, but I've just done some search and rescue. But you can do firefighting and a bunch of cool stuff. Not only that, but you can create your own missions, and that is what I've done for this video here. And we're going to be starting out here in Dutch Harbor, Alaska. And if you've seen the Deadliest Catch TV show, it's the airport that they fly into, and they're all docked at out in the bays here. But we're going to be flying into the Bering Sea looking for a capsized ship and trying to get to it before it sinks so that we can rescue the survivor off of it and bring the survivor back to this airport. But it's time, so I'm starting the video out here. So the weather's going to be different, just so you know. So you're like, why is the weather different? That's why. It's timed, and I wanted to get the intro out of the way before we started the actual mission so that I had time to get out to the ship and save the crew member, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I can or not. This is my rough run here with the new time. I had it at 45 minutes, and I dropped it down to 35 minutes because I thought 45 minutes was too long. We'll see. I may have made a mistake there, and I could fail this mission, just to let you know. But I'm rambling on here. Let's get to the intro so that we can get to the mission.
All right, welcome to Gaming with Roadkill. Please like, share, and follow.
Okay, the mission timer has started, and I need to find my keys to get stuff off of the helicopter so that we can go rescue somebody that is in dire need of help. Alright, we got everything off of there. No pressure. No pressure. We only have 34 minutes to get out there. We can get this thing started up in time, I think. Hopefully. Let's see here. Battery. We need external power. Battery. APU. That's weird. That's... Oh, it's on engine. Okay. Boost. Need to get fuel pumps on. Go back up to here. Ignition on. Hydraulics on. Get the mixture up, and the engine's started so that we can get generated power from the generators. We've got idle, and once those get fired up, we can turn off the APU. Let's get these fired up here while that's warming up, and get our navigation computers online. Get our stabilizers set up. Everything's working. So far, so good. We'll get that going. And we'll come over here. Throw that to flight. Our generators running. Whoops. Forgot to do that. Alright. External power off. Go to engine. And I think we're good. Everything's good there. Everything's good there. We'll get some lights going. And then we'll get our heading bug trained into the navigation computer. Keto heat is on. Or no, it's already on. Where is it? No, I need it on. And get that going. Get that off there. Let's get our heading bug. We need to go to 347. So heading 347. Luckily, the ship that went down has a distress beacon with GPS coordinates so that we can get out there using the heading. And that's going to be very helpful finding them out in this weather. Alright, I think we're warmed up and ready to go. We're just wasting time now, so we got to get headed out there towards the shipwreck. First objective is done. Now I tried to set this up to where there is this time limit, so there is some pressure to get on out there in a certain amount of time. I'm hoping I gave myself enough time to get out there to get it done. I should probably gain some altitude here. Oh yeah, we are gonna skim. We were skimming right there. Alright. That was sketchy. So hopefully I gave myself enough time to get out to where this ship is sinking and get the survivor back to safety. Now it is kind of sketchy coming in and out of Unalaska here, or Unalaska, I think it's Unalaska. Just because of the mountains in the clouds. I've almost run into the side of the mountains before trying this mission out when I was making it, and it was pretty sketchy. But we're gonna fly out here and just see how much time I can make it without crashing or... Oh no, I'm just testing the timer out here. Now I'm gonna put the mission link in the description below so that you can actually fly this mission, and I think you might be able to edit it yourself if you have the Miltech Simulations Mission Hub. So that'll be available in the description down below. You just need to download it. It's a JSON file. What you do is you take it and put it into your Miltech Simulations Mission Hub missions folder, and you'll be able to access it via the mission hub and fly it. And it'd be cool if you could tweak it to your own liking too, like live weather or whatnot. I think you can. I was going to do live weather, but I really wanted rain and some hard visibility, like 0 to little visibility from here to there. Not complete 0 visibility, but like I have it set up here. I wanted stormy weather, but I really had a hard time flying in it. I don't know the autopilot very well in this, so I don't know if you can set the heading bug to just follow it just automatically, but then that kind of takes the fun out of it because you're just sitting in the helicopter and the helicopter's doing all the work. So I set it to rain so that I could do stick and rudder for the most part, and just have fun, have a little bit of a challenge flying through the weather and trying to get to the sinking ship. I was going to try it at nighttime, but I don't know if I'd be able to see at all. You know, I think it'd just be pitch black. So I did a morning time mission rescue here. So we'll see what goes on there. We're looking at 24 nautical miles out. 345. I'm a little bit off of course here, so I need to adjust it. heading to 346. So far, it's pretty clear, but it looks like we're going to be flying into the weather real quick like here. And that's where it gets difficult. Just trying to keep this thing from smashing into the ocean. Just got to try to keep on course and try to find the ship. It spawns randomly in a certain area of the Bering Sea out here, and it could be anywhere. So every time you play this mission, it's going to be a random spawn. It'll be in a similar direction, but I made the spawn area huge, so it's not always the same when you go to fly or take off. I could even make it bigger if I wanted, but I made it smaller for the purposes of this video. But if you do download it and you want to make the mission area bigger, go for it. In fact, that'd be fun. I might even do that myself after I'm done making this video, as long as it works out. I'm hoping I gave myself enough time to find the vessel and deploy the cable and the basket to get the guy off the boat. But we shall see. So far it's going pretty smooth. It's not as strenuous as I've had it in the past. I'm talking too soon as I fly into clouds. I've had it pretty stressful where you can't see a thing. So I'm trying not to jinx myself here. I probably already did. But as you can see, we got the timer there, 25 minutes till the vessel sinks. We're about 18 nautical miles away. Heading 343, and we're a little bit off course here, so I'm going to tilt back in to our course. And this is where it gets challenging, because the wind blows you one direction, and then you got to re-correct your course to line up with the heading and try to keep on moving towards the target. If you start moving away from the target, it's nice because you can see on the nautical miles there whether you're moving closer or further away. But as long as you keep the heading, it should always move closer. I know it's kind of dumb to explain, but for people that don't understand it, headings and stuff, they might want to know. Like kindergartners. I'm sorry. If you didn't understand that, I didn't mean to insult you. I was kind of taking a low blow to myself because I'm explaining common stuff that doesn't need explaining, pretty much. But if it does need explaining, I'm sorry, I just sounded like an asshole. But now this is where it gets fun. You need to use your instrumentation here and keep on the heading without crashing into the ocean. And it's kind of nerve-wracking, to be honest with you. At least I can see outside my right window. I'm just looking between my heading and the nautical mileage between us and the vessel, just making sure that I am in fact getting closer. Now, you can turn that marker off to where it won't show you the location to make it more difficult, but I honestly don't know if I could do that unless it was like a clear day here. I can't even tell how high I am by looking out the window. Look at that. That's insane. So the ocean is right below us, but you can't tell if it's ocean or sky. And that is the deceiving part. We're at 3,000 feet and dropping, so that's what you got to keep an eye out for here on this mission. That'll trick you up real quick. All right, so I'm babbling on and getting off course here. Let's readjust, and we're about 10 nautical miles away. 337. I'm just kind of gently pushing my rudder pedals, and I don't want to go down. I don't want to go up either that high. Man, I am flying. Why am I gaining altitude so fast? I must be hitting an updraft. Holy crap. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, let's just stay calm. Stay calm. Wow, I am gaining altitude like nothing else here. Wow. Okay. 336. This is where you can panic and really have a problem. 341, 8 nautical miles. At least I'll have some altitude to get eyes on it if I can. Hopefully it clears up here. Man, I was just shooting up in the air. 841 or 341 with 8 minutes or 8 nautical miles out. So I need to turn back in this way. I am not liking what's going on here. I'm going down. I don't need to go down. There we go. The wind is blowing me around quite a bit up here. I know you can't tell, but it's trying to make it difficult for me, that's for sure. Whew. Man. I'm just waiting for the ocean floor to just show up out of nowhere and slam into it. Okay. So we're 6 nautical miles away. 351. We need to turn in some more. 335. Trying to get back on course here. Need to drop altitude is what we need to do. I'm getting lost in these clouds here. 331, 332. Bear with me, folks. This is some sketchy flying. We're 4,000 feet in the air. We need to get lower. 5 nautical miles, especially if we got to find this ship. We should be able to see it, but we can't because we're too high. 4 nautical miles. Man, this might be a sketchy rescue here if it happens. We might have a crashing issue going on real quick here. 3 miles. Man, this is so bad. Okay, woo. All right, I can somewhat see. Just want to make sure. Come on, baby. 281. We're getting closer, but I can't see anything. Oh my goodness. we're gonna kind of fly out of here into this clearing. Man, that was scary. Okay, 3:15. So they're over. Oh, there it is. Whew. All right, man. My adrenaline's pumping there because that weather pulled the aircraft way up in the air into the cloud system. There was a massive updraft and I was blind. I definitely needed my instrumentation on that one. That'll make my cheeks pucker. That made my cheeks pucker. Make your cheeks pucker? I think it did. If you were in my shoes, that would have. Maybe, maybe not. Man, look at that nasty weather over there. All right, let's get ready to save this person and hopefully not lure them to their death. We got 16 minutes, or we have 16 minutes to get them on board here. So we're gonna kind of ease on down this way and try to get us up and over this vessel here without any issues. I know I'm going in sideways. I tried to do that to slow us down here. Also get a nice visualization on where I need to drop my hook. Looks like he might be on the other side. So we're gonna kind of come back around this way. Hopefully you're not getting motion sickness watching this, but I'm probably making it not that easy on you. Let's zoom out here. Okay, there he is. There's our captain of the ship. He needs help out, so let's see what we need to do here. We need to drop down lower.
Cable out.
And just hover here for a while. Let's get the cable out, or the basket drop for him.
Hoist coming down.
Going to get us right up over it. Just kind of hover right here, hopefully. Now this, let's go up a bit here. The hoist, you have to mess with a little bit. It's kind of glitchy.
Steady.
All right. What the heck's going on here? It's definitely glitchy. You got to hover in the right area and then release the hoist. It's definitely glitchy. I must say that. Hopefully they can fix that. Or maybe it's just me. But we'll try it again here. Come on.
Hoist coming up. Hoist coming down.
Let's see if that still says lower the hoist. Let's get down lower here and see what happens.
Steady.
Cable down.
Alright, there we go. We got her. Just need to keep it steady here for 5 seconds.
Cable up.
Alright,
Survivor attached. Raising hoist.
take a look. Alright, no survivor in the basket, but we got him going in, and you're gonna have to hit the hoist button again to make it. Oh no, it worked. It worked that time. Sometimes it glitches out and you gotta hit it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna enter in 167 on the heading so we can find our way back to the airport. 167. 167. And if you're not familiar, that's where the heading is that I'm dialing in. And then you just want to follow that purple heading marker on the compass. So that's what we're gonna do. We get to fly back into this nasty crap. I'm not looking forward to it at all. There goes nothing. Now let's just hope we make it back in one piece, because he might have been safer sinking with the ship than flying in roadkill air. Roadkill air. You only live once. Okay. Actually, it looks like we got a nice opening of clouds here, so we don't have to fly through that nasty stuff that we flew through to get here. So we had about 17 minutes left until the ship sank there, and plenty of time. In fact, it might even be better if I shortened the time by 10 minutes. Give us a little extra adrenaline rush there if you wanted. Shorten the time, make it a little more pressing. Like we have a plane flying overhead. And nice clear skies left and right, but straight ahead where we're going, we're going to be flying into the soup. Yes, sir. I was going to try to make this stormy weather, and I tested it out, and I couldn't see anything. The rain gave me little bits and pieces like what we're flying through here to kind of maintain visible direction. I wanted thunder and lightning and high waves, but it was really, really hard to be able to see and navigate. I mean, if you had autopilot on, it would be a different story. I think you could probably do it. But I wanted to do something stick and rudder, and so I just turned it to rain. It would be really cool to have lightning and thunder and some heavy waves to try to contend with, and then some winds to kind of try to make it more difficult to save the person off the ship, but I didn't want to make it too hard. However, if you download this mission from the link I shared, you can make it as hard as you want. It might actually be kind of fun. I might even try it after I'm done flying this mission for the video and see what happens. But for now, just enjoy this beautiful weather we're having and try not to fly into any cliff sides or mountains, and just trying to keep on course here. Yeah, the wind's kind of blowing me sideways here, but we're gonna make it back, I think, unless I mess up really bad in the very near future. Making our way back slowly. Weather is fighting us for sure. I don't have rudder pedals, so I use my rudder flaps on my throttle quadrant, and my forearm is burning because I'm trying to hold it in place with heading. And it doesn't feel good. I ordered some rudder pedals, and they were supposed to be here last Tuesday, and it said they were delivered into a collection box, at the post office, and you know what? They weren't there. Somebody stole my rudder pedals out of the post office. So I have to order a new pair. I filed a claim, and I think they're gonna send me another pair, but people been stealing mail from the post office, in the post office. So what happens, I live in a rural area where people don't get deliveries because their roads are pretty crappy, and the delivery drivers can't make it up in the wintertime. And so what happens is we just now got an Amazon warehouse in our location, and so when we order from Amazon drivers just drop the packages off in the post office lobby before the lobby's open, and people go in there and steal the packages because they're not locked up. They just drop them off in the lobby. Whereas the UPS drivers, they would wait till the post office opened, and then they would give the packages to the post office. But the Amazon drivers don't care. So now people's presents, Christmas presents, and packages are being stolen, which is what happened to my rudder pedals. So I don't know. It's very frustrating. I should probably keep an eye on my instrumentation here. We're falling down pretty quick. I don't want to crash. I'm sitting here blabbling away 163 and not paying attention to where I'm flying. 15 miles. Man, this weather. This weather is something. Man, I'm getting sucked up again. Getting sucked up into the air because the dang updrafts of the storm. I don't want to fly that high, but maybe you're saving me. 165. We need to go over this way. Alright, so we're still need to lower my collective so I'm not gaining altitude. I've got the wind pulling me up. Dang, this thing. Don't fall that far. Don't fall that fast. We don't need to fall down to our deaths here. Man, this is sketchy. Can't see anything. Just trying to keep us on course here. Try not to fly into any mountains. Although we don't have any mountains directly ahead of us yet. Getting close though. What are we at? 167, 166. Alright, so it should be straight ahead of us. I kind of want to fly lower. I think I am. I'm going to get down a little lower. Get out of these clouds, man. That was some weather there. Shooting us up into the stratosphere. Alright, we're going to fly around this way. We're going to avoid that cloud. I want to get down low here, since I know the airport's right up here. What a beautiful sunrise we're having. Nice and almost pink. Alright, now I just need to land us safely. Had a few sketchy moments there, but I think we're over the hump. Just need to fly down this way. And fly into Dutch Harbor and drop this this poor fella off. I'm sure he's ready to be on the ground. Been a rough go. Stuck in the weather and sinking ship. Crazy pilot that is flying blind in nasty weather. He's probably never going to want to fly in another helicopter for as long as he lives. That's if he lives, because I still have to land. I still have to land. That is part of the deal. Now I have another mission that I'm working on. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but it's going to be pretty cool when I get it finished, I think. If I can figure out how to do it, it's going to be cool. There's multiple people to rescue, and I just need to figure out how to set them up correctly so that I can make it work. And if I can do that, I'm definitely going to make a video on that. But we'll save that for later on another video and another date. Those details will remain hidden until I've got it figured out. And if I don't figure it out, I'm still going to use the Mission Hub to do something similar. Until then, I'd like to do some of these missions with multiple people flying these helicopters. I think that'd be awesome if there's 2 or 3 people flying helicopters, rescuing people. That'd be pretty epic, in my opinion. So if you're game for doing some missions like this, hit me up in the comments down below. Send me a friend request. My gamer tag for this is N406W, and we can do some flying together. Just send me a message so I know what's up. Because if you just send a friend request and I don't know who you are, I might not accept it. But let me know that you're interested in doing some missions. Or just send me a friend request and then we can fly whenever. It doesn't matter to me. But yeah, don't be shy. Alright, I'm gonna try to come in here and land without getting yelled at by my co-pilot. My co-pilot likes to yell a lot. It's like a backseat driver. Worst backseat driver in Microsoft Flight Simulator history. Alright, we're gonna come in here and we're gonna drop our patient off here. And hopefully...
Steady.
Do it right over here. I'm gonna do some fancy flying.
Steady.
Fancy flying. Alright, land right here. And that should be mission success right there. Yes, sir, we rescued the survivor. We got a survivor, folks. Alright, well, I had a lot of fun flying that mission. I hope you did too. If you want to fly it yourself, in the description below you can download it. I just hope you have fun flying it. Y'all have a great week, weekend, whatever you have ahead of you. Stay safe, Godspeed, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.